morning, folks. It's April 19th here for me. Show these tomato plants. They look decent as far as I'm concerned, but some of them, as you can tell, like down here, we've had some very purple leaves that have started to drop off. See, this one's kind of turning upside down for some reason. I've actually never experienced this. Apparently I've gotten very, very lucky in my gardening. Some of the yellowing, like the yellowing of that one, is the lower leaves that usually fall off, but like this one's got some yellowing and withering too. So I was panicking. I mean, this is a lot of tomatoes to just freaking lose, you know? So I was looking and researching and asking people on Reddit, and I kind of had a theory. My theory was either that this light was too strong, which I didn't think it was because I used this light for 7 years. Like, it's never been too strong. Another idea was watering too much, but other than this week, I water once a week when it's 3/4 of the way dry. So I stumbled upon Gary, I don't know how to say his last name, starts with a P, but the Rusted Garden video from like 2-3 years ago about phosphorus deficiency. You should check that out, look up his channel. But as you can see, this purpling and this turning, he had some kind of test subject plants that had the same thing. And so yesterday I fed these a pretty good fertilizer, heavy in phosphorus and whatever the other one is, potassium. It was a 284 or 286, so it still had some nitrogen because that's helpful in the uptake, but it was focused on those other ones, and of course it was diluted, so it was probably down to, 0.5 to 1 or something like that, but enough to get some potassium. So stay tuned. I'm gonna monitor these, obviously, some of these purpling, withering ones. Monitor these for the next week. I heard it could take 5 days to a week for that to end, and if not, either way, I'll record again. You'll see a fade here, and we'll go to what happens. Good morning, folks. We're about 5, 6, 7 days since the phosphorus feeding, and while there's still some purple, these things are freaking taking off. So I'm thinking that's what it was. I'm still going to feed again and maybe up it a little bit, but they definitely seem to appreciate it. Some of them, like I heard that like leaves like this one right here that are really purple probably won't recover and it'll just fall off, but like the new growth should be good. And I don't see any purpling on the new tippy top growths on most of them. So yeah, well, think that this is probably the solution, but maybe we'll do one more fade to another week after I feed these dudes again and make sure that's what it is. Stay tuned. All right, gang, I think the consensus is phosphorus deficiency. As you can see, these have just like blown up. I've done 2 feedings. It's all of a phosphorus-rich fertilizer, which I'll show in just a minute. But no purple. The growth has taken off. These are needing watered right now. That's why they're looking a little wilty. It's a little dry, but the only thing is, like some of these leaves, here, I'll zoom in on this one here. It's cleared some, but I heard that if they're, pretty deficient, this will probably die and fall off, which is fine because the new growth is taken off. So my plan is, see, this one's pretty purple and it's just shriveling, but the new growth is coming up pretty nicely. My plan is to maybe feed one more with this, because it's still kind of balanced, but it's just higher on the phosphorus side. I think it's like a 284 or something like that. But yeah, so I'm gonna water and feed today or tomorrow, and hopefully in the next few weeks get these suckers outside. This is just what I had, which was this tiger bloom. from, what is this, Fox Farm? Pretty good stuff. I got this from a hydroponic system years ago, but I still got a little bit left and I got some more. Usually I see people using, like a 10-10-10 or something that has high everything. I just don't have that. I would use that, but so this is 3 teaspoons per gallon. 3 teaspoons per gallon for just general feeding. So I already have to cut that in half for this half gallon. So 1.5. I just rounded up to 2 because I was wanting to get high phosphorus and then dilute it. So I was doing 1 tablespoon and splash a little extra in there. And that's what caused them to take off. So I'm planning on doing this once more and then maybe going back to just a more balanced fertilizer and see what happens. All right, hope this was helpful. Watch out for those purple undersides of the leaves and purple veining. And if you see that, give something like this a shot. I don't think it'll hurt.